Pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Turfway Park. Our Wednesday, March 11th program gets underway in 27 minutes at 5:55. A 10-race card to Peta Fast, as always. 20-cent single six carryover. That 20-cent single six jackpot carryover in the fifth race is more than $60,000. Let's open up our programs. Here are tonight's changes. In the opener, number 8, May Strong, a jockey change. Jockey change to Edgar Morales. Edgar Morales, new jockey number 8. May Strong in the Wednesday night opener. Race 1 will begin the early pick 5. And there they go. Good start for the favorite. Don't say it from the far outside. Breaking alertly, but she will concede the lead. Monterey's Girl wants to show pace with Tiger Division. Here comes Black Ginger also trying to be forward along with Lark Song from the inside. She's No Angel. Comes away running in that 6th position, followed up by Mombela, Daring Hope, and May Strong is the last of 9. Tiger Division confronted by Lark Song. And Black Ginger is pressing the action from the outside, about a length and a quarter from the top 2. Monterey's Girl's in a good spot if she's good enough heading into the turn with 2.5 lengths to find. A length and a half back to She's No Angel inside of the favorite, Don't Say It, who now begins her move into the 5th spot. May Strong is gathering momentum. She's within 8 lengths as we get to the 5/16. Then it's Mombela and Daring Hope. So with the lead, Tiger Division. Here comes Don't Say It. She continues her run to the far outside, and Don't Say It's making up ground rapidly. Don't Say It making her move outside of Tiger Division. Monterey's Girl looks for a split from between runners. May Strong now tipped to the outside, and she continues with her run. Don't Say It, Monterey's Girl. She's No Angel up the inside. May Strong's into 4th. Don't Say It has the lead in deep stretch, and it's the 7-5 favorite to start off the Wednesday night action here at Turfway Park. Don't Say It from Monterey's Girl. She's No Angel, and May Strong could only manage 4th to complete the superfecta. 118 and 86 100, so the jock gets it done in the opener. The leading jockey Luan Machado, leading trainer Brad Cox. Number 9, Don't Say It, at 7-5 in the opener. Number 4, Monterey's Girl, 2nd. 3rd place to the 5, She's No Angel, outrunning her odds. And 4th place 8, May Strong. Stand by until results have been declared official. Don't Say It in the opener. 5-year-old dark bear brown mare by Jimmy Creed out of the Bernardini mare, Forever Discreet. By Full of Runner Racing 2 LLC, along with 10 Strike Racing. Brad Cox, the winning trainer, winning jockey, the Axeman Luan Machado. Don't Say It was bred in Kentucky by Spendthrift Farm LLC. At exacta $16.82. Trifecta $60.98. 10-cent super $44.36. Second race, scratch 5 Tis China. 5 Tis China scratched from tonight's second race. 6 Zen Yoga, jockey change to Luis Contreras. Second race will start the early pick 4, and post time is in 23 minutes at 6:24. And there they go. Good start for Quicksand from the far outside. Here's Ashkenazi showing expected speed. The favorite Special Sauce strides into the 3rd spot. Unrelenting 4th, followed up by Alta Avenue, Emily's Joy, Zen Yoga 2nd last. Love Nick's Heart is the last of the 8 3-year-old fillies. Ashkenazi the speed, 3 parts of a length. From her outside is Quicksand, and now the margin's even more favoring Ashkenazi. Unrelenting makes a bit into 3rd from the inside. Special Sauce is amongst the early action. She bides her time from the 4th position, 3 deep heading into the turn, and here comes the big filly. She's making her move for 2nd, and she has Ashkenazi in her sight. Special Sauce making up ground rapidly on the long shot. Alta Avenue has about 6 lengths to find. The others have a lot of work to do. Emily's Joy is trying to progress. She has a nice stride in the run to the quarter pole. Nothing yet from Zen Yoga and Love Nick's Heart. In the meantime, Special Sauce has maintained this move, and the big fillies up to the front. Ashkenazi's back to 2nd. Alta Avenue makes a move into the 2nd spot, followed up by Unrelenting and Emily's Joy, who continues to make up ground from the outside. But it's Special Sauce who made that big move. Can she get to the wire in time? To the outside is Alta Avenue. Special Sauce is laboring. Here's Alta Avenue to tag her late. Alta Avenue's up in time, tagging Special Sauce, who might have moved just a tad too soon. Farther back, Emily's Joy and Unrelenting. Special Sauce, the big favorite, looked like she had this race in the bank heading into that far turn run. She had a lot of momentum at the quarter pole. You could have bet everything you wanted on her, and you would have come up empty. She's tagged in the concluding stages by number 7, Alta Avenue. 7, Alta Avenue tagging Special Sauce right on the line. It's a long ways back to the 3, Emily's Joy, followed up by the 2, Unrelenting. 1:21 and 39/100ths the final time. In the winner's circle is 7, Alta Avenue. Alta Avenue is a 3-year-old chestnut filly by Tacitus out of the Stormy Atlantic mare, Adala. Owned and trained by David Jacobson. Winning jockey is the Bug Girl, Summer Polly. Alta Avenue was bred in Kentucky by Don Alberto Corporation. That exacta $46.20. The trifecta $42.72. 10-cent super is good for $28.44. The 9-7 early double $38.82. Third race, 6 and 10 are both scratch for Mama and Nota. A couple of jockey changes. Once again, 6 and 10 out of the third. 2 jockey changes to report. Number 2, Fully Connected, Alberto Burgos. And the 7, Looking Good Lewis, Fernando de la Cruz. Third race in 23 minutes. 6:54 is the post time. And there they go. Span of Control breaks very alertly. Looking Good Lewis is showing pace. Fully Connected is quicker than both of them. He picks it up. And from the inside is Jazzole making a bid into third. Neo Kings with the 5th spot, then Grimes, and on Palm Sunday, Ahumado is the last of 8. Fully Connected, almost a length of Span of Control, and from between runners is Jazzole. These 3 are kind of taking it to one another. Looking Good Lewis is outside of Grimes, who races outside of Neo King. Here's on Palm Sunday in the clear. 4 deep heading into the turn, a little less than 5 off the pace, almost 2 lengths to Ahumado. As we get to the 3/8, Fully Connected, along with Jazzole and Span of Control's under a drive, 3 deep. And Looking Good Lewis is progressing nicely in the clear. Neo King tries to quicken with him. On Palm Sunday, still about 5 off the lead, covering Grimes. Ahumado can see the ball. Coming away with the lead is Jazzole. Neo King's on the attack from his outside. Jazzole was part of the pace. Neo King trying to pick up the pieces. Looking Good Lewis is third. And then we got on Palm Sunday, who's laboring to the outside. Up goes Neo King. Neo King finds the front, kicks for the wire, and he's the winner. Neo King in front. Jazzole second. Ahumado from a long ways out of it into third. Grimes to complete the superfecta. 119 and 65/100ths the final time. Late money comes in on number 3, Neo King, the eventual post-time favorite at 9-5. He was rallying nicely through the turn. He sustained that run all the way to the wire, eventually reeling in the 1 Jazzole, who did a lot of the heavy lifting. A very valiant effort from him in defeat. 5 Ahumado at a huge number, late on the scene into third. 4 Grimes to complete the superfecta. 3-1-5-4 unofficially from the third. In the winner's circle is number 3, Neo King. Neo King is a 6-year-old dark mare brown gelding by Neolithic out of the Pioneer of the Nile mare, My Prized Lady. Neo King is owned by Tracy Wisner Racing LLC. Tracy is the winning trainer, the winning jockey Samuel Bermudez. Neo King was bred in Florida by Just for Fun Stable Incorporated. Exacta $56.14. The trifecta $110.76. The double 7-3 $40.62. 10-cent superfecta $88.36. 973 early pick 3 $75.68. Fourth race, scratch 9 Summer Sounds. Mid pick 4 in the fourth. Post time is in 24 minutes at 7:25. And there they go. Awkward start, Drogon. Franklin Wilder shows pace. Also there, Max and Lou, High as the Skies, prominently positioned from his inside draw. Firestorm Dancer in behind them. Also there is Rachel's Wagon. Rachel's Wagon joined and headed by Cold Front. So it's Franklin Wilder on the lead from Firestorm Dancer, High as the Sky sharing third, with Max and Lou and Cold Front, who's eager to go 3 deep. After them races Rachel's Wagon. Rachel's Wagon's isolated in that 6th position, a little less than 5 lengths off the lead. Better than 4 lengths to Baytown Governor with Old Trace. After them, SJB Express covering Big Nelson, and Drogan after that awkward start is the last of all. Firestorm Dancer confronting Franklin Wilder for the lead, and chasing them is Cold Front with Max and Lou. Rachel's Wagon still isolated in the 5th spot, little less than 5 to find heading into the turn. 2.5 clear from Old Trace, who's gaining some ground on rivals. Under a drive there from the inside as High as the Sky. Drogan has made up a lot of ground out of that back marker. He's closing within 7 lengths of the leaders. And then after that is SJB Express with Big Nelson and Baytown Governor. And coming away with the lead is Rachel's Wagon. Rachel's Wagon was perfectly positioned up the backstretch, and he's strong off the turn. Old Trace continues to close in, making a move for second, currently held by Franklin Wilder. How about the effort from Drogan? Away very awkwardly, making a bid into second from the outside. Rachel's Wagon with the lead. Drogan trying to get second. He's laboring just a bit. Old Trace has the second spot. Rachel's Wagon's the winner. Rachel's Wagon from Old Trace, then Drogan and Franklin Wilder. After them was Big Nelson, who made up significant ground. Number 2, Rachel's Wagon proves to be the best, bet down to 5-2. An authoritative winner in this spot, perfectly positioned under Orlando Boca Chica. This horse was isolated in that 5th or 6th spot up the backstretch, about 5 lengths off the lead. Made a nice move into the turn and proves to be a much the best winner out of this 4th race for these maiden claimers. 141 and 4100s, waiting for all the numbers to get posted to. Rachel's Wagon is the unofficial winner. Big effort from 12, Old Trace at 15-1. The 6 Drogan ran well after the awkward start. He's 3rd, and 4th place 5 Franklin Wilder. Stand by until results have been declared official. Rachel's Wagon is in the winner's circle. 11th look gets it done. 4-year-old Dark Bear Brown Gelding by Klimt out of the Tomorrow's Catmare Speed Wagon by McEntee Racing Incorporated. That's Paul McEntee. Paul's the winning trader. Winning jockey Orlando Boca Chica. Winner was bred in Kentucky by Paul Napper. Exacta $83.84. Trifecta $219.12. 3-2 double $12.79. 10-cent Superfecta, $160.28. 7-3-2, pick 3, $86.24. Tonight's 5th race will start our 20-cent single 6 jackpot. That carry over $60,634.94. Scratch the 1 Pin It Annie. Number 1 Pin It Annie out of this upcoming 5th race. Number 9 Vedra has an additional workout thoroughbred training center. This was once upon a time back on the 22nd of August. A half-mile move out of the gate, 50 3/5, breezing out of the gate. Uptown Problems to the outside. Ready for the 3-year-old fillies, ready for tonight's 20-cent single 6. And there they go. Mamartia away a little slowly, likewise for American Mink. Mescool, one of the big long shots, fires out to the lead from Miss Q and Earl's Lady. Uptown Problems forwardly positioned in that 4th spot. Zabel races with Rosenvold, a little more than 3.5 off the lead. Zabel in a tight spot, putting on the brakes. After her, Juanita My Chiquita. Break of 4 to Mamartia was away slowly, and even further back is American Mink, who also had her trouble at the start. Miss Q's now up to the front from Mescool at the 3/8. Rosenvold's into 3rd with Uptown Problems from the outside. Zabel had all sorts of trouble. Now she's in the clear, and she's rallying very smartly. Look at this firster. Zabel on the move despite encountering trouble up the backstretch. Earl's Lady gives way. Juanita My Chiquita's following that move of Zabel. We'll go to Mamartia and American Minx making up a lot of ground from the back spot. Miss Q, the one to reel in. Rosenvold is second. How about Juanita My Chiquita and Mamartia? They're both flashing good turn of foots in the final furlong. And here's Mamartia from the far outside, storming up to the front. And it's Mamartia. Mamartia gets it done. Juanita My Chiquita second, then American Mink 4th and 5th. Involves Miss Q and Rosenvold. 113 and 24 100s. Number 10, Mamartia had a lot of trouble at the start. What a flashy turn of foot she displays in the final quarter of a mile over the top. Good effort from the runner-up 4, Juanita Maichiquita, about the third place finisher, 3 American Mink. She was a country mile out of it through that opening quarter. So the 10 and the 3 have both made strong rallies after awkward starts. 10.43, photo for 4th. 1:13 and 24 100ths the final time. 10 Mamartia, the 8-5 post-time favorite. You were reminded 9 Vajdra was a late scratch, and substitutions will be working through number 10 Mamartia, the post-time favorite. Mamartia's in the winner's circle, a 3-year-old bay filly by promises fulfilled out of the Fort Prado mare, Fort Marsh. Trained by Hutch Holzapfel, winning jockey Walter Rodriguez. Mamartia was bred in Kentucky by her owner. 10-cent super, $132.61. Pick 3, $23.51. Consolation pick 3, $6.42. And the early pick 5, we'll have it all sorted out. The early pick 5, $883.66. 4 out of 5, $11.25. Race 6 is our Wednesday night featured event. It's a very nice race, third allowance condition. The optional tag of $62,500. Nobody's in for the tag this evening. This race will start our late pick 5. It's our Wednesday night featured event and post time at about 8:25. And there they go. First strike is sent for speed from the inside. Churchtown comes away in good order. Walaka's inside of Baby Max. Prince of Power wants to be forwardly positioned from the top shelf. The Gray Smoky Mandate. He follows after Prince of Power's first strike has the lead. Septarian and Tallboy are third last and second last. And the early trailer is Lincoln Highway as its first strike to the backstretch run with the lead a length. Prince of Power's into second, and Churchtown has the third spot. Smoky Mandate flanks him 3 lengths off the lead. 2.5 to Baby Max with Tallboy from his outside and Walaka from his inside. Septarian is second last, and Lincoln Highway is still the last of all. And its first strike through a 24-1 opening quarter, maintaining that length advantage from Prince of Power. Churchtown is third. Baby Max making an early bid from the inside, 48 3/5 the half. Smoky Mandate remains in the clear, still about 3 lengths from first strike. Tallboy has a little less than 6 to find. Then Septarian, who's asked for his run, likewise from Walaka. Lincoln Highway's out of the back marker. First strike, who loves this racetrack, still with the lead. Prince of Power's been chasing. Here's Baby Max. He's also a Tapeta specialist. First strike and Baby Max, they will get hooked up here in the final 3/16. First strike with the lead. Baby Max comes with his run. First strike tends to his business, a length and a half. Baby Max is struggling to reel him in. First strike, Baby Max pursues all the way to the wire, but first strike is better this evening. First strike in front. Baby Max was second, and it's long ways back for third and fourth, involving Tallboy and Prince of Power. 137 and 81 100. A very, very cool Wednesday night featured event. First strike and Baby Max, they both adore this racetrack. First strike has gotten good once again, fans. When he's good, he's really good. And he's really good right now. 5-1 in the upset. Turning away the bid from Baby Max. Photo for third and fourth. Stand by for those numbers. A thrilling Wednesday night featured event here at Turfway Park. First strike over Baby Max. First strike is in the winner's circle, his 6th career victory, all of them right here at Turfway Park. He is a 6-year-old dark bay or brown horse by Medalla d'Oro out of the Smart Strike Mare Strike Charmer. Winning owner is Alejandro Estrada. Winning trainer is Cirilio Gorostieta. The winning jockey is Agustin Gomez. First strike was bred in Kentucky by Godolphin along with Mount Brilliant Farm and Ranch LLC. Exacta $27.22. Trifecta $105.43. The double $18.44. 10-cent super $94.32. Couple of pick threes $37.42. A consolation pick 3 $9.82. Seventh race, number 7 Batia. Jockey change to Edgar Morales. This race will start our late pick 4, and post time is in 24 minutes at 8:54. And there they go on point with a slow start. Stop the Nonsense is hustled out for speed. Bhatti is up close along with Holy Rude. Also their question unanswered, and even further out in the field there, races Winter Holiday. Winter Holiday makes his move for one of the top spots. So it's Stop the Nonsense from Winter Holiday. Bhatti is on reserve from third. Light Cav is advancing with Give the Devil His Due. They're a very compact group. Blue Mountains from the inside. And racing with Holy Root is Bhatti and the two-path. Holy Root is 3 deep, and Quiet Mischief joins them. Towards the tail is Question Unanswered, and On Point is struggling at the back of the pack. I think he's being eased out of the affair. Stop the Nonsense with the lead, 3 parts of a length to Light Gav. Winter Holiday third inside of the favorite. Give the Devil His Due, 3 off the pace heading into the turn. Quiet Mischief is wide, covering Holy Root, who's outside of Bhatti in the two-path, and Blue Mountains goes with them from the rail. Question Unanswered, a good 6.5 or so off the lead, past the 3/8. And Light Cav comes away with the lead. Here comes Give the Devil His Due and Winter Holiday moving in together. Bhatti is progressing, outrunning his odds to the quarter pole. Holy Rude's under pressure, then Blue Mountains. Winter Holiday has come away with the lead. Give the Devil His Due's on the attack from the outside. Winter Holiday and Give the Devil His Due. Winter Holiday tends to his business. Length plus advantage. In fact, he's getting away from Give the Devil His Due. It's Winter Holiday and Walter Rodriguez cruising to a powerful score. This one leveled off beautifully in the final quarter of a mile. Give the Devil His Due was second, then Bhatti and Question Unanswered fourth for the Superfecta. Big time performance from Winter Holiday, leveling off like a pretty good thing. Comes home and better than 24 and change. He really rock and rolled in that final quarter of a mile. Give the Devil His Due. They were moving in together, but Winter Holiday just ran away. What a good-looking win this was this evening. 5-1 in the upset, out-finishing the favorite. Give the Devil His Due for the top prize. All the numbers will be up here momentarily. In the winner's circle is the 9 Winter Holiday. Very impressive victory this evening. A 3-year-old bay colt by Frosted out of the Curlin mare, taking time off. By Godolphin LLC, Owen Hardy, the winning trainer, 2 for Walter Rodriguez. Winter Holiday was bred in Kentucky by Godolphin. 10-cent super, $48.30. The pick 3 is worth $57.29. Exacta $33.08, trifecta $69, the double $30.03, the mid pick 4 $228.11. 8th race will begin our late pick 3. 1 and 5 are both scratched. Dreaming Bro and Odorico. And post time is in 23 minutes at 9:25. And there they go. Evening News sent for his speed, and he makes the lead. And Rockman is showing pace, and so too is Nice Shot Doug. Finn McSorley comes away in the 4th position. Your Mission from the inside with Ocean Victory, but it's Evening News who broke the most aggressive, and he makes the pace from Rockman. Nice Shot Doug is 3rd. Finn McSorley in the 4th spot. Little less than 6 off the lead, more than a length to Ocean Victory, and Your Mission is the last of 6 from the inside. So it's Evening News entering the backstretch run with the lead, better than 2.5. Rockman is in a nice spot from 2nd. Nice Shot Doug is 3rd. He's a little less than 6 off the lead. A length to Finn McSorley, a good 7 from the front. Then we go to Ocean Victory and Your Mission, about 8 lengths from first to last. 24 3/5 for Evening News. And Oscar Villarreal up the Turfway Park backstretch, 2.5 to Rockman, who continues to pursue the pace all the way to the turn. Nice Shot Doug's under a little pressure. Your Mission's in a tight spot. Finn McSorley moves into the 3rd spot. Ocean Victory 5th, covering Your Mission. Still Evening News, the one to step up to. He has led the entire trip. Rockman's been chasing the pace throughout. They have put a good space between the others. Finn McSorley's into 3rd. Then go to Ocean Victory, Nice Shot Doug, and Your Mission. Evening News has led throughout. Arriving at the 8th pole, 2.5 for 3 under left-handed urging, but he looks strong up front. Rockman has chased him the entire trip. He's now lost several lengths. It's all about Evening News, wire to wire. Rockman plays second fiddle throughout. A good race for third. Ocean Victory up for third from Finn McSorley. Then Your Mission. Nice shot, Doug, at the back marker. Number 4, Evening News, Wire to Wire, under Oscar Villarreal. 37 and 86 100ths. Increased his margin on Rockman in the final quarter of a mile. Those two were 1-2 throughout. He got tight for third and fourth. Stand by for those numbers. Evening News is in the winner's circle. His third career victory is a 5-year-old dark bear brown horse by Nyquist out of the Bernardini mare, Frietta, by Zed Jose Racing Stable LLC. Hugo Andrade, the winning trader, winning jockey, Oscar Villarreal. Evening News was bred in Kentucky by Charles Dieters. Exacta $35, trifecta $20.21, 9-4 double $68.80, 10-cent super $14.15. And the pick 3, 194, $110.28. Ninth race, scratches 12 and 13. Lady Upstart and Shore War. Number 6, Jay-Z's Last Chance has an additional workout. 4th of March, GLP half-mile move, 49 seconds breezy. This race will begin our late daily double. And it starts a new wager here at Turfway Park. The $1 minimum jackpot 8. 22% takeout. Must pick the top 8 in order. No consolation payoffs. In order to get the jackpot, you have to be the only ticket in the country. So if there are multiple tickets, 75% of the pool after the takeout will carry over to the next day. 25% will be paid. There's some added incentive. How about on Twin Spires, fans? If you can hit this bonus via a wager at Twin Spires, you get a $250,000 bonus if you hit the wager via Twin Spires. Jackpot 8 coming up next in our 9th race. 22 minutes away. Need a minimum size field of 10. 10. We have 11 here in the 9th race. $1 minimum jackpot 8 up next, along with the late daily double and other wagers. A very nice allowance event. Once again, 12 and 13 are both scratched. Post time in about 22 minutes.
Times have changed, but some things remain timeless. Hard work, perseverance, unwavering dedication. From sun up to sundown, our passion fuels us to drive further and push harder. We do it for the horses, for our families, and for the sport we all love. For well over a century, we've committed to doing the usual, unusually well. Claiborne Farm, the tradition continues.
And there they go. Magical Day is one of the first to show up. Kiana's there with Jill Jitterbug, Wisconsin gal. Shout to the Lord from the far outside. Slang tries to advance with the Pink Silks from the rail. We're going to Storm Cloud Rising. Golden Degree had a little bit of trouble. Family has been guided into the clear. And from the rail is Fancy Fascinator. And Jay-Z's Last Chance is the last of all. Kiana's the speed from Magical Day. And Shout to the Lord's right there, a length off 3 deep. Wisconsin gals in the 4th spot, flanked by Jill Jitterbug with more than 3 to find at the 3/8. Another length and a half back to Slang. And from the outside is Storm Cloud Rising, covering Family. Fascinator is third last. Jay-Z's Last Chance is on the move. Golden Degrees at that back marker. Magical Day has her head in front of Kiana. And right there is Wisconsin gal behind the leading group. Shout to the Lord's in there. Slang has worked away from the inside. She's looking for somewhere to go. Farther out is Jill Jitterbug. Family's trying to quicken in along with Jay-Z's Last Chance. They're across the track. It's Slang and Wisconsin gal. Slang has a narrow lead. Wisconsin gal, then Jill Jitterbug. Slang's going to win it. Slang from Wisconsin gal, then Jill Jitterbug. Jay-Z's Last Chance for 4th. 5th place goes to Shout to the Lord, followed up by Family, Magical Day, and Fancy Fascinator for that jackpot 8. Of course, we need confirmation from the placing judges, but I tried to get you the first 8 across the line. Pretty close, we'll see. 111 and 30 100ths. Number 1, Slang works out a pretty good trip from her inside post. She was trying to work into contention near the quarter pole, very patiently handled by Gerardo Corrales, just waiting for an opportunity to punch on through. Slang and Wisconsin gal, 111 and 30 100ths, the final time. Slang is in the winner's circle. She is a 4-year-old chestnut filly. by Omaha Beach out of the Speightstown mare Sunbury, by Paradise Farms Corporation, along with David Stedacher and Frank Turman. Mike Maker's the winning trader, the winning jockey, Gerardo Corrales. The winner was bred in Kentucky by William Humphreys and Alter Farms, LLC. All right, 941 pick 3, $124.85. 19 exacta, $242.08. 195 trifecta, $387 and some change. You see the jackpot 8 results, 1956, followed up with all, $410.74. Carryover. That's to be expected. All right, a double for $137.62. 10-cent super, $629.33. And we have a jackpot 8 carryover into the Thursday card, $3,696.73. Quite a bit more money bet into the pool than anticipated by many. Jackpot 8 with that carryover into Thursday night, better than $3,600. Once again, that 1956 all combination, $410.74. All right, one more race to go on the Wednesday card. The nightcap, 6 and 8 are both scratch, Volley and Chasing Sunsets. 13 Willowy will draw in from the also eligible list. The nightcap in 20 minutes. And there they go. Grant's Gretchen towards the tail of the field. Willowy breaks on top. Also showing pace is Raisinette, and Once Upon a Time. Here's the favorite, Jittier Girl, in a good spot through the early stages. Blame Charlie's Dream comes away running in the 5th position. Gendini joins her from the rail. After that is Dizzy Chick, then Grant's Gretchen. Hey Winnie, second last, and Lori Beth is the last of 10. Once Upon a Time up to the front, I like the half from Willowy and Raisinette. Jittier Girls in that 4th spot with 3 lengths to find heading into the turn. Gendini a little less than 5 off the lead in the 5th spot. A length and a half. Back to Lori Beth, who is really advancing with a strong rally from the outside. Blame Charlie's Dreams giving way. Passing her, Dizzy Chick and Hey Winnie and Grant's Gretchen. Once Upon a Time has the lead. Lori Beth continues to make up ground outside of Gendini. Gendini and Lori Beth are trying to close in together, and Jittier Girl's been getting a nice trip, and she's making her move. Jittier Girl tackling Once Upon a Time. Gendini is third. Hey Winnie closes from the inside, then Grant's Gretchen and Lori Beth. But it's Jittier Girl in the nightcap, and another one for Gerardo Corrales. Gendini's in a photo for second with Hey Winnie, then Grant's Gretchen and Once Upon a Time for that super high five. So it's the favorite in the nightcap, number 5, Jittier Girl, in a good spot throughout. And she's a comfortable winner under the wire. Second and third is very tight with the debutantes, Gendini and Hey Winnie. 111 and 91 100ths, the final time from the nightcap. Once again, fans, you are reminded 3 New Nation, a late scratch. Substitutions will be working through the 5. Jittier Girl, the unofficial winner. Jittier Girl is in the winner's circle, a second-time starter. 4-year-old Chestnut Filly by La Harve out of the Alphabet Soup mare, Fugitive Angel, by Tommytown Thoroughbreds LLC. Todd Beatty, the winning trader, the late double to Gerardo Corrales. Jittier Girl was bred in Kentucky by Douglas Arnold and Thomas Dupree. All right, fans, we are officially 5, 10, 4, 212. That exacted for $2, $51.16, 50-cent try, $66.36, a 1-5 late double, Gerardo Corrales late double, $22.17. Consolation 1-3 double, $6.53. We had some trouble with our graphics this evening. We do apologize for that inconvenience. Should be noted 5, 10, 4, 2, 12. Top 5 finishers here in the nightcap. The late pick 4, $364.48. 10-cent super, $47.68. Tonight's 20-cent single 6, $5,200, $2.21. Late pick 3, 415, $56.95. The late pick 5, 4 out of 5 is worth $22.18. Late pick five, $2,051.44. And that dollar super high five, $1,343.63. So better than $66,000 for the 20-cent single six on the Thursday card. That's a wrap for Wednesday. Tomorrow we have the Trifecta Thursdays. Trifecta Thursday here at Turfway Park. $1 hot dogs and $1 draft beers for our Fast Track Rewards members in the event center. So if you're not a member, get here early, get signed up. Very easy. We got a great incentive to get you all signed up. Going to be a big night of racing. Some live music at Bourbon and Brew. Trifecta Thursday tomorrow, 5:55. Sure hope you enjoyed our Wednesday program. When leaving the track, please drive very carefully. This has been Racing from Turfway Park. Good night, everyone.